Welcome everybody to a brand new, never before released episode of Just Spawn That Way. I am, of course, Daxton. Seldom imitated, mostly duplicated. I swear every version of me is responsible for this show. With me, of course, because he can't escape, Raiden.
Ooh, feel like we missed a Mortal Kombat joke there.
It won't be the only joke we miss. Tonight, we have something I found at the annual Cathedral Village yard sale. A lost episode from the Graveyard Tapes.
Man, whatever happened to that show?
Their listening audience declined after the 4th season. The 5th through 7th, unfortunately, were driven mad.
Hey, was that the season where Zero Day married himself and they spent 5 episodes in Magic Divorce Court and Valentine was a lawyer for some reason?
Jumped the shark.
Ah, well, let's give this one a listen. What's it called?
No, let's just see here. Clock 2, Varocta, Nikto. Oh, here it is. Zerocast.
Ah, great. Another Zero-centric episode. Throw it in.
Something funny. When I was a kid, they had those old horror video games. Silent Mountain, Quiet Hill, something like that. They used to scare the hells out of me. I always worried that there was something like that out there, waiting for me. Mum always said I was a smart boy. She told me I had to learn to control my fears or they'd end up controlling me. Yet, at least once a week, I'd be down in front of the TV at 1 in the morning with one eye closed as I wandered through that creepy ass town. Good thing I outgrew that, huh? Ripper! New rule! Next time we do a psychic cleanse on a haunted carnival, we're adding... Oh, what is that? A cotton candy cleaning fee! It's one thing to battle demon clowns, but I draw the line when they're vomiting up cotton candy. Dry cleaners are gonna call the cops on us one day. They didn't even puke up good flavors. I think one is cat hair flavor. No, that's actual cat hair. Never mind. Thread! Where'd you go? Valentine Investigations now offering blind box services. Get anything from ancient curses to more ancient curses. Literally, I don't know why you people keep ordering these.
Valentine, I need your help.
Reeza! Do you know how to get cotton candy out of Suede?
Do you know how to get your head out of your ass?
I believe there's a spell for that. Well, there's a spell for putting heads in asses. Undo the magic and voila, head free.
Valentine, you need to focus.
Don't ask me how I know about that spell. Goes back to a game of Baccarat I was playing with Flack one time.
Valentine, Threadripper's in trouble.
Oh, lead with that next time. Where is she? What do you need?
Don't freak out. Zero Day called me.
Oh, Zero Day. Of course he's involved. What did he do, and can I hit him?
As far as I can tell, he built a video game console. Threadripper and Savvy agreed to do some playtesting,
And what? There are literally 1,000 ways that little trog can screw that up.
they got sucked into the game?
You're saying that Threadripper and Savvy got troned into an insane Pixies video game system and we have to, what, go in and rescue them?
Yeah.
Jackpot! First I'm going to rescue our friends, then I'm going to have some words with that Pixie. Then I'm going to beg my dry cleaner for mercy.
Your bravado feels like a thinly veiled attempt at not freaking out over Thread.
I thought our pack bond was gone.
I don't need a pack bond. Can't hide squat when it comes to her. I'm pulling up to your office right now.
Are you about to commit violence on Zero Day?
Sure as hell's want to.
Good. kinds of ideas and a selection of truly badass one-liners. Your life expectancy has been reduced to 0!
You wrote an action movie kill line just for 0 Day?
I have killed lines for everyone. Just in case.
That's kind of impressive.
Come on, Valentine.
Aye, 5x5, Team Sock.
Take a helmet. We're going to Zero Penguin Games.
Back in the early 2000s, 0 Day opened up one of those gaming studios for esports and so on. He called it Zero Penguin Games. It never took off, mostly because he had everything built to tech pixie size and people didn't like having to crawl through 2-foot tall doorways. Also, 0 Day is the embodiment of ADHD and never actually finished the place. The vending machines only sold murder buzz and sugar packets. Plus, he got bored and started tripping the fire alarm whenever it got crowded because, and I quote, "It's funny when humans try to run and crawl at the same time." Reeza breaks hard as she screeches into the parking lot, nearly sending me flying off the seat. Green cartoon penguins decorate the front of the game studio. Fiona the siren is standing out front, her arms crossed, her rapier on one hip. On her other hip, I spy the telltale mother-of-pearl handle and leather pouch of a water whip. It's a siren weapon, made for use on dry land. Wielded by a siren of sufficient skill, they're incredibly deadly. Water whips are extremely rare. From what I've heard, they're only made for elite fighters. Not many creatures ever see a water whip up close in their lives. Usually, it's the last thing they ever see.
You have called me into battle, Reeza, and I have answered.
You called Fiona?
I figured with her ability to shake off most magic, she'll be able to help us with whatever it is we're about to do.
I have brought my steel to aid in the rescue of Threadripper.
Your steel is nice. I hope you know the Konami code.
Pardon?
You can also aid me in the first ever Zero Kebab. Where is that green blighter anyway?
He's not answering. I've tried to find my way in, but the door's locked and warded.
Tech Pixie wards. Let's see if I can construct a key.
Squeak! I love the giant abyssal fist key. Consider yourself unlocked to death.
Not your best moment.
I was ad-libbing.
Gee, you think? The door nearly buckles from the force I'm putting out. With my magical sight, I see the ward splinter. Fiona pulls out her water whip and shatters the rest of the ward with a single crack. For the record, if a fish ever asks me to help find his son, I'm shutting up and taking the case. If a fish person can do that, I'd hate to see what a talking fish can do if I say no. Reeza pushes past us, shotgun out and just a hint of murder in her eyes.
Savvy. Threadripper?
Zero! The studio is dark and quiet, except for a glowing green box on the floor. Threadripper and Savvy are sitting cross-legged around the box like campers around a dying fire. Green earbuds poke out of one ear, and a bar of light stretches across their eyes. Something tugs at my hands. Magical threads wrap around my fingers and stitch themselves together. My hands are bound into useless lumps.
Valentine? Are you alright?
What the hell's I can't move my hands?
Smells like apple warranty and Saturday morning breakfast cereal with a dash of glitter. Pixie magic.
Zero! Where the hells are you?
I'm right here, sheesh.
What's going on with Thread and Savvy? And oh yeah, why are my bloody hands bound?
Oh, you break my wards with abyssal magic, and that's not supposed to trigger my secondary defense system?
Pack these barrels with the ashes of 3 different genius bars.
Oh, Togi. No respect for true art or any sense of humor. There, see, a little change of code and your hands are free. What? Stop looking at me like that. It's not that bad, they're fine. Honest, we just gotta board ourselves in and get them out.
Are you blading serious right now?
It's nothing big. The bailout program just unbound from the players. I think Savvy and Thread lost their bailout buttons on the inside. We just gotta bring them back to the real world. Standard playtesting stuff.
Of course, you'd make something that needs a bailout button. Isn't there an external safety something or other?
There was, but they quit working. That brings me to the other problem.
I'm going to disenchant every hard drive you own within a 10-mile radius if you don't get to your point!
On my list of legacy saves? Okay. So I may or may not have used some magical help to cover some of the programming for my new game system.
Help? Who'd you rope into this?
What? Does it matter?
It might? Did you say a what?
It was a great idea, genius even. I got hold of an artifact that could map my brain and port it straight into the console. That way, every player gets a personal gaming experience specially curated by moi, and with minimal work.
Zero, I'm debating looking for your Mechamon saves next.
Fine, jeez. So, yeah. So the artifact met Savvy, Threadripper, and as far as I can tell, it didn't want to lose its first ever friends.
First, friends?
See, the artifact is kind of me, but it's also kind of not. Turns out this kind of magic isn't an exact science. When it scanned me, it picked a point in my life that it felt would work best to create the Zerocast. Well, it picked a point when I was I was lonely, and I sort of had issues with everybody.
And it somehow figured out a way to stop Ripper and Savvy from leaving.
Come on, Valentine, you know how good I am at finding loopholes. Long story short, I outsmarted myself.
So, in order to rescue our friends, we have to face off against a version of you that's both needy and antisocial at the same time. God save us.
And he's the god of his own digital realm.
Yep.
And we have to go into this realm where he makes all the rules to defeat him.
Yahtzee.
You emerald-topped pillock.
It's not all 404s and syntax errors, guys. I can neutralize them. If I had more time, I could unweave the magic that makes the console.
No, Zero.
But if I take too long, their minds might not return to their bodies.
What?
There's a lot of games in there and a lot of processing power. A split second of shutdown time can be a century of gameplay.
Of course. Fine, load me up or log me in or whatever it is.
There are risks.
I don't care. Thread's my best mate. I ain't leaving her hanging. You two game?
One of mine's in there. I'm not leaving her behind.
I owe a debt to all of you. Plus, I really want to show Threadripper my water whip.
I'm coming too.
You can't be serious. Someone needs to be on this side just in case.
Who knows me better than me?
But
Valentine is Threadripper. I couldn't live with myself if... Look, I'm going in and that's that. Okay, I triple-checked the eject buttons on these headsets. So if you run out of hit points, you should be able to poke it and come back here. You can, I don't know, pull the rest of us back to regroup or call in reinforcements or something.
Zero passes out an earbud to each of us. I try to open my third eye to find out what me and Anvarsary can see together. Suddenly, we're standing in the fields of giants. Anvarsary seems to think it's insanely funny, but I immediately close my magical sight and push whatever I just bore witness to back out of my head. Fiona looks curiously at the device and places it to her ear. Reeza has already slapped the light bar over her eyes, and Zero appears to be plugging himself in as well.
Wiggly.
When we get out of this, you're telling Ripper this was your fault.
I figured. Let's save our friend. Welcome to Zerocast!
Just what I've always wanted to hear. 0 Day with a megaphone.
Thank you! Please step forward and announce your class!
Algebra.
Correct! Wait, what? No, class, roll! Are you a mystical spellcaster? Manipulator of the arcane? Are you perhaps an old-school knight of renown with sword and steel? Maybe you challenge the tide of battle as a barbarian who throws themselves into the passion of the battle.
You get paid by the word, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Really?
No!
So about my class.
Detecting pre-generated character, codename Wiggly.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
I don't know, seems pretty charismatic to me. Whoa, dude. That red jacket is so badass. Reminds me of the Devilman May Cry series. So, you know what? That's your class. Devil Hunter.
Okay, I'm liking this. Cheers to you, mate.
The Devil Hunter! This demon-cursed warrior joins with 3 companions to trounce the force of justice, Nega Zero, which is me. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Joining the Devil Hunter is the cutlass-swinging pirate queen Reeza. When her blade fails her, the flintlocks at her side still have the last word.
He talks a lot, doesn't he?
Like I said, paid by the word.
Next up, she moves like water and strikes like an angry swordfish, the siren swordsman Fiona. She brings her steel and watery wrath to battle.
He's making my head hurt. How can a digital construct give me a headache?
Welcome to my life.
Last but not least, we have the galactic force who watches from beyond the stars. His presence means this entire story is going to be short-lived. The Zeromancer, Zero Day! Ha! Left this little cheat code just in case I need to set a new high score. Hold up. I didn't approve this class. Even though it's extremely sexy and awesome, still.
From somewhere high above, a figure drops down and lands in a perfect superhero pose. It's so bad for your knees.
Didn't even hurt. Much.
It's like something out of my nightmares. 0 Day, 8 feet tall and dressed in something I'm gonna call full diesel punk.
Stand back, guys. This one's all mine. What? Fine, I'll use my limit rush. Galactic drop nightmare! That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Cheat codes have been disabled. As penance, you are now demoted to the class of Labradoodlemancer. Enjoy your new rank. Oh, and I've rolled back your ejection buttons and confiscated them till you finish the tutorial level.
How about you give us our friends back, Diesel Trog? I'll play games all night with you.
I don't think so. Thread's worth a lot more than one glitched out street magician. Even if she ain't who she used to be, she's still our friend.
Used to be? What in the hidden levels are you talking about?
Ooh, sorry. That knowledge is in another castle. I don't have any secrets stored in there. Ever wonder where the files go when you empty your recycling bin? No, because... crap.
Even I know about basic file management.
That's not... I know about file management. I'm certified for You know what? New game!
Everyone, the world seems to be changing. Looks like we're somewhere new.
That sounds bad.
Welcome to Devilman May Cry!
Wait, Devilman May Cry? Yes! I love this game!
Really? Of course you'd love this game, you edgelord mad baby. It's basically how over the top you could get. Didn't he fight him with a motorcycle cut in half for the last game?
Yeah, but... Look, when I learned about the entire magical bloodline that's cursed to inherit this magical time bomb, it helped. This guy was half demon, half angel, and instead of taking the bad, he worked with the good. He used his power to make things better.
And wore the most ostentatious red jacket in history.
You mispronounced badass.
I cannot believe I was defeated by a perpetual 12-year-old.
Impostery? You came with me to the game?
Was it that Timon said to Pumbaa, I'm with you to the end of the line?
That's so not right. I feel weird now. Everybody quit bloody screaming!
Hey guys!
Savvy!
Savvy?
Valentine! There's another 0 day, and this one's kind of a jerk. More of a jerk, and Thread is stuck in a downtown level. I was trying to lead the other monsters away, and then I heard 0 day scream.
Savvy. Breathe. What monsters?
Those?
Great. Clowns with sharp objects for hands. I didn't need to sleep ever again. That's fine. My therapist is gonna have some amazing notes for this.
Even here, we are still connected to the abyss. Can't you feel it? Call for something to defend ourselves.
You know what? I think I'll summon up a weapon called mutiny.
How are you holding that sword up? It's 3 times your size.
It turns out I can't hold it up. Zero, isn't there some kind of physics hack you can do?
So you can live out your ridiculous Dante fantasies? Nega Zero has locked down the console. We're playing by the rules here.
Didn't quite plan this out exactly. I was just gonna adjust the balance.
Here come the clowns! You know what? I don't ever want to say that sentence ever again.
That thin there ranks out. But I think that's the end of my tricks.
I've got your back, Valentine.
As do I!
Definitely not feeling like Devil Man here.
Maybe that's because you are a devil hunter. You use your own cursed power to fight against the very same evil. Plot device!
Wait, you mean 0 Day couldn't come up with something cooler for me than my own actual magic?
Maybe.
Reasons.
Maybe this isn't nearly so bad. Jackpot.
Jackpot?
Don't ask.
Reeza, we're losing ground.
Savvy, if you know a place we can hide out.
Yes, there's a safe room nearby.
Safe room?
I think it's a save point. Enemies can't get in. It's also got this adorable retro typewriter.
Savvy? Clowns with arm size is a higher threat than ensuring your office tech is decade appropriate.
Right, through here.
Reeza, door!
On it.
Everyone okay?
Clowns, sides, a 0 day who's trying to kill us. Does anything here sound okay?
Sounds like Thursday.
I would like to go on record and say that I am most definitely not okay.
No one cares.
Are we absolutely certain they can't get in here?
100% certain. Give or take a variance of 25%.
So you're not actually certain at all?
At least 75% of me is 100% certain.
Comforting.
Alright, you spiky jerk in the boxes. So, is that jerks in the... Let's see how you like a few of my own inner monsters reaching out and saying hi. I channel my own abyssal power. Garbage ants pour from my palms and swarm under the door. Panicked clown shrieks ensue.
That's a handy trick.
Ugh. My mouth tastes like overpriced burritos and clown sweat.
I do not want to know how you know what that tastes like.
The abyss is me. I am the abyss. Cuckoo Kachoo. When I push it to do my will, occasionally I get feedback, and that was... Blech.
I do not feel they'll be gone for long. How do we proceed?
We'll need to beat the boss. Then the Zerocast will pull from someone else's mind to make the next level.
Next level.
It's a handful of levels per session. I was gonna totally monopolize the multiplayer and games market as a service platform by delivering a personalized experience based on the player's browser history.
Did you say browser history?
Yeah, you might want to delete yours. Also, text messages with their mothers, and almost but not quite forgotten childhood traumas.
Do you even know half the words you just spoke?
Do you honestly want the answer to that?
No, I do not.
So if this stage is what I think it is, the boss is a giant demon with a mouth for a stomach?
Yeah, I think it is. That one is so wicked! Especially when he could chew up the player and... Wait a sec. That's bad.
Yeah, mate, it's very bad!
You totally can't blame me for that!
Yes, I can!
Gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, I believe we have greater concerns at hand.
It's a bad situation when a mouth for stomach demon isn't the most pressing problem.
If I had full access to my magic, I'd just enchant Fiona into becoming the main character. She's good enough with a sword. I'd believe it if she had your jacket wobbles.
Ashen hell, Zero, you're a genius!
I keep telling you that.
Fiona, ever heard of the Pixiegate Shuffle?
No?
Valentine, no.
Valentine, yes!
You have been listening to the Graveyard Tapes, Zerocast, Part 1. Written by Dustin Gray. Edited by Aidan Morgan, Angela Dumalog, James Nichols, and Nikki Ewert. Audio engineering by Robin of Psychonautia. Produced by Brianna Jean. Featuring Dustin as Daxton, Aidan Morgan as Raiden, Chase Hunter as Valentine, Caitlin Sinnott as Reeza, Nikki Ewert as Invasri, Maxine Bachman as Fiona, Angela Dumalog as Zero Day, Rick the Whitebird as Threadripper and Anti-Zero, and Casey Glover as Savvy.